I promised you a Q&A, so I'm here with David, and we are going to answer some of the questions that you guys had for us. So, are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Jeez, so grumpy and whiny. Question number 1. Is David whiny?
Oh, really?
No, I didn't do that.
I was like, what?
Alright, question number 1. How many kids do you have? 2.
Yeah, 2.
How old were you when they were born? How old were you with each child when they were born?
Me or you?
Both of us. So I
18 and 20.
was 18 when Jaden was born, and I was 20 when Gracie was born. Thank you for answering for me, Snippety. How old were you?
I was 20 and 22. 23, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm older than you. It's okay.
I thought you were 21 when Jaden was born.
No, I turned 21 in June. He was born in December.
Okay. How old are your children? 2 and 4.
Yeah.
Jaden's 4, Grace is 2. Were you a teen mom? Yes.
Yeah.
I hear Jaden. Pause. Go check on teen mom. Yes, I was. Not for very long, but I guess yeah.
2 years.
Yeah. I was. Because I had Jaden when I was 18.
Legally, you're an adult, but technically, you're still.
Well, it was 3 days after my 18th birthday. How many kids do you guys want?
5.
2. I'm
5.
happy with the 2 I have. I love them. He's set on 5. I'm happy with 2. 5?
I want the AT&T picture of towheads.
Oh my gosh. That little picture.
Yeah, but all towheads.
How did you get into YouTube and for how long? Because I am new in this and I want some help if you can. Thank you very much.
She started watching 2 or 3 other little family videos, and it just went downhill from there.
So I really got into YouTube just primarily wanting to post videos for my mom to see pictures and videos of the kids when we were in California, so that she can actually see a video of them talking and listening to them and everything. And then I just started realizing that people actually like watching our family, even though I think we're kind of boring sometimes. What is your favorite thing to do as a couple?
Before kids or after kids?
Right now.
I don't know. We go on picnics and parks a lot, but that's not really.
What is your favorite thing to do as a couple? Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, right there in the camera.
Hi.
Jaden, what's our favorite thing to do as a family?
We are trying to do. Just trying
Use
to.
you.
We were trying to burp.
We like to burp, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say our favorite thing to do as a couple is the once every 2 weeks or once a month that her parents will watch the kids. I'm not saying that meanly, but we go out to dinner and we act like we're teenagers again.
Yeah. Or rummage through Walmart and play in the aisles.
Sometimes.
I think it's fun when we just have fun and eat dinner and joke around, and yeah, that's one of our favorite things to do as a couple. As a family,
We go to parks,
I think
play
our favorite
places.
thing is parks. Yeah, anything that we can do with the kids, finding new things for the kids.
And there's a really cool place called like Jump Highway. That's awesome.
Yeah, but that's in California, honey.
We have one here. I've already looked it up.
I did make a video at like the end of January. I think that was one of the last videos I did of a really cool library that the kids and I found that we love. And David didn't get the chance to go because he was working, I think, but he should go soon with us. It's really fun, and there's like literally a castle inside the library. So that's that. Did you guys go to college?
No.
I went to like, I guess a college,
Trade
kind
school.
of, like a trade school, for medical assisting, so I did do that.
I plan to go into college once the kids start school, but at the moment, no.
Yeah. What did you find helpful for budgeting in our situation, being, teen parents, young parents with 2 kids, and, how do we afford a 5-bedroom house? How do we afford a car? And how do we afford, being able to go out once or twice a month? How can we afford that versus, maybe the younger, maybe people our age or older who can't afford it and are living in apartments? How would you?
It's all about budget. And one of the biggest things, which I know happens a lot because I've been in the car industry with salesmen, don't go out to eat. Just don't. I know it tastes better, it's different food every time, but it's a waste of money. You will literally spend $150 a week, and that's $600 a month that you could be saving. Whereas if you bought 1 loaf of bread, 2 things of meat, some mayo, that's a week's worth of lunches, and you only spent maybe $10.
Right. We pack our lunch
Every day.
every day.
Leftovers from the dinner previous, a sandwich, a salad. It's one of the biggest things that helps is the whole lunch thing.
Yeah.
And then budgeting when you go out and buy groceries, buy 2 weeks worth of meals at a time, and then whatever excess or extra you have, you can get a couple of snack things. But again, generic brand instead of store brand.
Well, sometimes I do get, you said generic instead of store brand. Sometimes I do get the more name brand type food. I am lately, the past year, I've been really big on couponing, really big, and I think I've gotten 12 cases of soda for him before for $1 or something ridiculous like that. It was probably more than $1, but it was really cheap. And just really couponing, staying in tune with that, and just knowing how to budget, knowing what you're going to go to the store to buy, and not just going to the store and buying whatever you see. Knowing what meals you're going to make. Okay, next question. Would you recommend being a teen parent or a young parent?
Yes and no, primarily to the no side. For me at least, I wouldn't change anything that's happened to us because I love our life, I love our kids, and I love my wife. But it is definitely harder right out of high school. I think it's probably better to wait a couple of years. That way you have some money saved up. Maybe you went to college and you actually have a career. But it's each person's going to be different in how they respond to it. You'll have people, in my opinion, like us who grew up really fast and adapted to it really well. Then you're going to have people who act like they're still in high school till they're 30.
Right.
Each person's going to adapt and overcome different things differently.
And you're gonna, we've had our issues. We've not lived in a 5-bedroom house since we've had our kids.
Yeah.
We've lived in a 1-bedroom house. We've lived in a 1-bedroom apartment. We've lived in, small, bad parts of town. So, we've just learned growing up that, as we get older over the years, how to budget. And we've really looked at ourselves and looked at our situation and said, we don't want to be here. We don't want to be in this situation. We want to better our lives, and we want to give our kids the best future we can. And we're not allowed to be teenagers anymore. We need to be parents, and we need to be 30 because that's what we decided to do. But then, like I said, it's fun to go out and have fun and have mom and dad, watch the kids and go on a date and act our age per se, but maybe younger sometimes. For me, I would highly recommend not being a teen parent. I think my difficulty was, I was still finishing high school when I was pregnant with Jaden. I hadn't even graduated yet. I would recommend not being a teen parent. I would recommend that you wait till you're done with high school, possibly even done with college. Have fun and enjoy your life. Enjoy being silly and funny, because when you have a kid, it's a lot harder. You do still get to have fun, but it's harder.
And without a doubt, when you have a kid, it's 100% about them. It's not about you anymore.
Yeah.
So that's why we said grow up. She's 22 and she acts like she's 30.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Most of the time.
But when you, I would say I wouldn't recommend it, but I like being a young mom. Maybe if I had been 23 or 24 when I had them, I would sometimes wish that. But I don't regret anything, and I love my kids very much. I do like being younger because I can keep up with them, and I can still play with them and have fun with them and run around with them, and I have enough energy to. And I couldn't imagine being 40 having a baby, or in my late 30s having a baby, and I would be like 10 times tireder, I think.
More tired.
Yeah, tighter.
More tired.
Tyler. Okay, next question. Where did you find the name Jaden, and who picked it out? I did. I found it.
No. I had, and I still do, at least the next 2 kids, but I've had most of our children's names picked out ahead of time before they were born.
Mhm.
Jaden was a name that I've always liked, and having, I don't know, I just always liked the name. She did help a lot with Gracie, but it was still me.
Yeah, right.
She did give me a Christian name book that was like this thick, but that wasn't to actually find the name. We just wanted to see what their names meant.
Mhm.
But yeah, I already had Jaden's name picked out for him before he was born. Together we had Gracie's picked out. I already have the next 2 kids picked out.
Okay, next question. Where do you see your guys' self or relationship 5 years from now? Do you think you guys will still be together?
Kidding. No.
Yes. 5 years from now, I hope that we have
2 more kids.
no more kids, are able to travel more. I would like to take my kids on vacation.
That's our relationship.
They said, where would you like to see yourself 5 years from now and your relationship?
She's not allowed to leave me.
I think we're still going to be together in 5 years. If we made it this far, we're going to make it another 5 years. Because it's almost been 8 years now.
To get total.
Yeah. So, probably another 5 years. Yeah, I could see myself with you for another 5 years.
About 10, 15, 20.
Now you're pushing it.
Sickness and health. Death to us part.
But 5 years, and 5 years from now, hopefully, we can go on vacations more. I'd love to take the kids on vacation and just like enjoy them and enjoy each other.
I want to do a cruise.
He wants to go on a cruise and just keep learning and keep growing, because we haven't learned everything yet, and we have a lot more to learn. And hopefully, management position. Maybe. Yes, that happened.
You looked at my face. Lift your hand and you touched my face.
Well, thanks you guys for watching, and we'll see you another time. Haven't been doing as many updates lately just because of work and everything that's going on, but we will be doing another, I'll be doing another video with the kids in it and stuff like that later on, but just really crazy right now with life and jobs and work and everything. So if you have any more questions, just leave them in the comments below and I will answer them when I get the time to answer them. And just stay positive, and I hope that we go to show that you can be teen parents and still be together when you get older, and that you can make it work, and that you can give your kids a nice life and a nice house and a nice family, and just don't look at everybody else and compare yourself.
Which I'm still making her work on.
Yeah. Just be yourself and be thankful for what you have. That's really important. Because even though I remember when we lived in that 1-bedroom apartment, we were still thankful for our 1-bedroom apartment. We still liked it, and we didn't have any issues or anything. We just outgrew it because we had, Gracie, and there was 4 of us, and 1 bedroom with 4 people is about tight.
1 bedroom with Gracie.
Pillow club.